Richard Southern joins us now with the day's top business stories, and let's raise a glass to this first story, Richard. The LCBO has released a list of some of the top drinking trends over the past year.
Might be my favorite year-end list because I contributed to this one, Erica. What was the hot seller at the LCBO this year? Any guesses? It was a liquor. Any guess what's hot, Erica?
Gin.
I'm actually getting into the gin and tea, the G&Ts myself, but it wasn't gin. Tequila, Erica. Tequila was hot this year. Sales rising 28% over last year. The LCBO telling me that regional tequila variants were hot, things like mezcal. So that's pretty interesting. Also selling well whiskeys, particularly those from Japan and Ireland. When it comes to wine, Ontarians this year were purchasing less but better. So vintage wine and vintage champagne did very well. Demand for Ontario ice wine also bounced back to pre-pandemic levels, rising a whopping 52%. And yes, seltzers continue to be hot sellers, Erica, making up 39% of the ready-to-drink category. So there you go. That's what we were having a tipple of this year.
I would have guessed Prosecco because of that viral TikTok. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Is there a TikTok?
So with Prosecco in it.
Right.
Right, okay.
Right.
There will soon be another way to fly from Toronto to some of the country's other larger cities.
Let's go on a trip to Vancouver, Erica. We got more options to do it. Porter Airlines detailing its plans to fly out of Pearson Airport, not on those existing turboprops that it uses at the island, but they're buying jets now. And the first flight we found out today on the Porter jets is going to be February 1st out of Pearson Airport. They're going to go to Vancouver multiple times a day. They're also going to go to Montreal and Ottawa out of Pearson, even though they also service those destinations out of the island airport. The price, fares are going to start at about $248, they say. They're really going to try and compete with Air Canada on these routes, flying Pearson to Montreal as many as 4 times per day. Porter is buying up to 100 of new jets from Embraer, a Brazilian manufacturer. They're planning as well to fly to destinations in the United States and in the Caribbean. They haven't announced those routes yet, Erica.
All right, and finally, car buying habits have shifted quite a bit over the last 2 years, in large part due to supply chain issues, Richard.
Yeah, absolutely. Auto Trader today, Erica, came out with its most searched for vehicles of the year. So we got another year-end list here. Most searched for in Canada this year was the Ford F-150 pickup truck. They always say that's like often the top seller in Canada, the Ford F-150. Honda Civic was number 2. The BMW 3 Series number 3. Ford Mustang was 4. Mercedes-Benz E-Class was 5. The Porsche 911 6. And the Toyota RAV4 was 7. As far as trends for next year, Auto Trader thinks that high gas prices will continue to boost interest in electric vehicles. They believe that car shoppers will adapt to those supply chain issues that Erica was talking about, and that Canadians will turn a bit more to used cars as, of course, inflation crimps our spending power.
Interesting. Erica.